Hi everyone, it's Patrick with SmartMyHome. On today's video, I wanted to show you what I personally use for smart lighting within my home. Now, the lighting you're about to show is what I chose, my personal preference, and what I thought would best fit my home. There's tons of lights, switches out there, and smart bulbs. And if you don't know which one you want to pick or which one better suits your needs, you can go to my link below. Or if you're already on my website, you can go to my consulting service and we can talk about what best fits your needs. Now, let's check out these lighting I use for my house. I use Zooz and GE. For the ones you're seeing right now is a Zeus dimmable switch is a paddle style. Now to dim these, you just hold the bottom paddle and just dim to your liking, and then if you want to dim back up, you just hold the top one, or you can double press to bring it back to full brightness. Now for the kitchen one, I use two paddles. One is a dimmable one and one is a non-dimmable one. I really didn't care too much to have the pendants dimmed, so I just kind of had just some other regular smart light switch. But the three kitchen lights, I do have them dimmable. Now it's the same process. The ones in the living room, holding the bottom panel to dim and holding the top to increase the brightness. Now for the patio, I have a fan Zeus switch. Now this does show the level of brightness with the LED indicators. It does not have the ability to change the fan speeds, but it does have the button to turn on the fan and to do the same light. Alright, for this one is the GE smart switch. Now it has a blue indicator to show when the light's on. Then you can turn it off, the blue indicator went away. Turn it back on and the lights came back on with the blue indicator. Now these can be changed in home automations, just like the double tapping of the paddles to bring it to full brightness. Now all those are just changed within the rules you set. Now Zooz has the same styling as GE, your regular toggle style, but it acts just like the red paddle switches we saw before. You hold down the toggle, it will dim, or you hold up the toggle, it'll bring the lights back, or you can just double tap it quickly and it'll bring it back to full brightness. So my own personal preference, I chose to go with a Z-Wave connection smart light. Now it's not the only one out there. You have lights that use Wi-Fi, Z-Wave, Zigbee like Philip Hughes, and others like Lutron, who also use like a Zigbee kind of signal, and they use a hub as well. Now these are all great alternatives to use. Just my personal preference, I chose Zooz, and I had the GE when I built my home, and they came to use a Z-Wave technology, which I ended up having to get something like a receiver to receive that Z-Wave to use the light switches, and I use something called Habitat. Now we'll go over other smart home devices and automations in later videos. Thanks for tuning in.